Hi, welcome everyone, and this is episode 4 of the Tube-Cast. I'm so pleased you're all here to join us for this, our 4th episode of the Tube-Cast. On today's show, we are going to discuss Arizona giving up its border laws. We're going to discuss the new Beetlejuice sequel, and we're also going to talk about China, Jonah Hill, and the Sony hack just for a brief moment, and we're going to touch on all these subjects if you just stay tuned. So don't go anywhere. Don't click on any other videos. Watch this one because right after these opening credits, you have the Tube-Cast. So without further ado, roll the credits. Okay, and this next story is Tucson, Arizona. Here we go. This is a police chief, about a police chief in Tucson, Arizona.
All right. Obama's executive amnesty, millions of illegal aliens, ramifications are now beginning to surface. Tucson, Arizona police say that they are no longer going to enforce Arizona's landmark immigration law. Among other things, the Arizona immigration law requires checking the immigration status of people they encounter in routine law enforcement actions. But now the police will only check immigration status if a person has a prior serious felony, has gang affiliations, or poses a national security threat. The police chief said that it's no longer practical to try to enforce state law because immigration authorities don't respond. The police chief says it doesn't make any sense. It's not practical for us to enforce law on immigration because federal immigration authorities don't respond. For example, since July, officers have called Border Patrol 11,000 times in the course of their daily duties. They've only gotten 94 replies. Since July, they called Border Patrol 11,000 times and only got 94 replies. He said it's a futile effort to try to enforce the law that we just signed into law here in Arizona. Now the chief here has been a vocal opponent of the law, and he understood that he was obligated to enforce it, but then it got even worse. When Obama granted unilateral amnesty, then all bets were off. Then the immigration law was rendered pointless.
Yeah, so how about that, huh?
That's something.
So we're gonna pass this law as a state about immigration because we've got a legal immigration problem.
Right.
You know, we've got illegals in here, and they're causing problems, they're taking jobs. It's not all of them, but it's a good portion of them are not nice people. They're not good people. Some of them are fleeing the law. They're coming over the border. They're going to bring the problem here.
Yeah.
We have ways of getting into this country legally. You go, you apply for citizenship, you become a citizen.
It's really not a horribly hard thing, actually.
Yes, it costs money. Yes, it's you got to do stuff, but you want to be an American, that's what you do. You don't break in.
No.
But here's a case of where the people of Arizona said, no, we're gonna make these laws stricter because the federal government standards aren't good enough, or they're not doing a good enough job. Let's enforce it ourselves and just do a real good job and do it by the books. That's all they did. They basically, I've been following this story since it started. This is This whole thing originated back, I believe it was the summer before last. So it was last year, summer of last year. They had a problem. They passed a law in Arizona that was basically the same thing that the Border Patrol is doing. Almost verbatim the same law. It's just they passed their own version so they could enforce that law, right? So they go to enforce this law, they still have to defer to the federal government. They still need to call Border Patrol. Border Patrol is not doing their job because the president said no. Don't do it. And he said that before he passed blanket amnesty. They were having this trouble before he did that. Now that he's done that, it's like not only do they have his word to just not do it, but now they've got the law on their side. Well, King Barack's decree on their side. So 11,000 times, and they only got back to him 94 times. 94 out of 11. That's wow.
Not very much.
That's dereliction of duty if I've ever heard it.
Yeah. Less than 100 replies.
Less than 100 replies. I can't believe that. But it's true.
Yep. Well, like you said, why would they reply? They don't really have to.
There's a federal judge. He says that law is unenforceable. The state passes a law, federal judge comes in and says, nope, unenforceable, you can't do it, it's not good enough. No. These people, they're done with it. You know, they've given up. They don't want to fight. I mean, how can you fight? You can't fight City Hall. That's what they say. Well, if you're the state government, City Hall, you know, you can't fight them.
Nope.
The Republicans going to do anything about it? No. Mitt Romney wants you to swallow hard past blanket amnesty. Yeah. That's no good.
No.
I mean, yeah. I know I said blanket amnesty earlier. I meant unilateral people. That's what he did. That's acting without Congress, which he's not supposed to do. Anyway, it's ridiculous.
A little bit.
Ridiculous. What else can you say about that?
Ridiculous.
State passes its own laws, can't enforce its own laws. Federal government won't enforce its own laws. We've got a lawless border, lawless nation.
Ridiculous.
Beetlejuice 2. Beetlejuice 2 is closer than ever, says Tim Burton. This is from Variety, the Variety staff. Mr. or Mrs. Variety staff wrote this on December 24th, 2014, so that's not too far from today, a week or two, whatever. Have you heard about this?
I haven't.
Yeah, it's Tim Burton, I guess, working on Beetlejuice 2. The long-awaited, this is what the article says, okay? The long-awaited Beetlejuice sequel may not be too far off, according to director Tim Burton. While fans have been crossing their fingers for Beetlejuice 2 since the original debuted in 1988, the rumor mill began churning in earnest back in 2013 when Variety reported that Burton and star Michael Keaton were in talks to return to the property. Oh, see, so they'll get Michael Keaton, so this isn't going to be a reboot.
Oh.
So I may actually go out to see this one.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're going to keep going down here. Sorry, folks, you have to wait for me because I have to scroll down on the story, so.
It's just how it is.
It's what happens. So earlier this year, Keaton confirmed that he and Burton had discussed the possibility, but that his involvement in any potential sequel was dependent on Burton signing on. Smart move, Michael. Michael? No. Get out of here, kid. I've emailed Tim a couple of times, talked to the writers a couple of times, but all really, really preliminary. turned to Porky Pig. Yeah, I know that was terrible, folks. Sorry. But all really, really preliminary stuff, the actor said. I always said that that's one thing I'd like to do again. So, Michael Keaton, very fond of his role as Beetlejuice. I don't know if a lot of people knew that. I was aware of that. Thought it was interesting. I never thought there was a sequel in the works. That's interesting.
Yeah. Seems like an awful long time in between.
Yeah, I mean, how old is Michael Keaton anyway? I mean, I remember when he was Batman. That was pretty cool. He was a great Batman. I thought that was good casting.
Yeah. Yeah, God. I don't know how old he is.
Only problem
He's
with
getting up there.
Oh, yeah, he is getting up there. Only problem with him as Batman was, that scene where he threatens Jack Nicholson as the Joker. He threatens the Joker with a fire poker from the fireplace.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The way he says it, he sounds exactly like Beetlejuice in that clip. All I can ever picture him saying is, "Nice fucking model!" and grabbing his crotch. But
that's funny.
Now it appears that Burton may be ready to commit to the project as long as Keaton is on board, telling IGN. There's only one Beetlejuice, and that's Michael. There's a script, and I would love to work with him again. I think there is now a better chance than ever. I miss that character. There's something that's cathartic and amazing about it. I think it's closer than ever. As for whether leading lady Winona Ryder would also return for the follow-up, Burton had a pretty definitive answer during the interview with MTV earlier this month. So we're bumping back and forth between sources here. I mean, MTV is just now getting involved in this news story. This isn't me, picking 3 different stories and stitching them together, folks. This is the actual story. They've cited several different sources. So this is going to get confusing for you, maybe, possibly.
Could happen.
It'll all make sense in the end.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so an interview with MTV earlier this month. "Oh, yeah, he said. "Oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Do me, baby, oh, yeah." Well, everything except for the do me, baby part. The oh, yeahs, that's literally word for word. He said, "Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah." I guess that's a yes to Winona Ryder. That's a lousy source. Would you cite that if you were writing the story, Catwoman?
No.
I wouldn't cite that. That's let's just moving on. Keaton is currently riding a wave of Oscar buzz for his performance in Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu's Birdman.
Oh.
Yes. Birdman. By Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritus. That's not even close to the pronunciation, and I'm fine with that, because...
Those aren't even letters there. They're like hieroglyphics or something.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we sound like we're from the county. Holland Wood, where the town be. Yeah, thanks, Eben. Get out of here. Keaton is currently riding the wave of Oscar buzz. So, from his Birdman film. Well, not his Birdman film, but the Birdman film that Keaton was in. Well, Burton's latest film, Big Eyes. That's the title of the film, Big Eyes. They could earn nods from stars as Christopher Waltz and Amy Adams. So it sounds like it wasn't very good, but they're gonna nod at him and say, "Hey, I don't know what you're doing there, but whew, sure doing something."
Nice try.
The director has yet to confirm his next project and is recently separated from his longtime partner, Johnny Depp. Frequently, the two have collaborated in movies. You've seen them. Oh, all the days he looked at Johnny Depp from his director's chair, longing stares. Finally.
Can't blame him.
He got, and sometimes it doesn't work out and they separated. And that's why you see Johnny Depp not working for Tim Burton lately. That's what happened, folks. If you ever wondered why their man love has ended, that's what happened.
No good.
So he's going to go back to his fall guy, Michael Keaton. Hey, good old Michael. He's always there, huh?
That's right.
You count on him. I'm sorry, folks. Tim Burton is not gay. Well, maybe he's gay. It says partner. Maybe he was gay. I don't know. I really don't know. If you know, comment section. Let me know, because I don't know, and I'm not going to look it up because I really don't care. Well, I mean, I guess I care a little bit because I'm asking you to tell me. I don't know. Whatever. It'd be interesting for you guys to talk about it, I'm sure. Tim Burton not working with Johnny Depp on this film. He's not going to... No Johnny Depp and Beetlejuice. No. And, he's going to be playing Winona Ryder's character? Oh, what wonderful. Thank you. How lovely.
Oh.
Well, he can use the mascara from Pirates of the Caribbean. That'll work out great.
Hey now.
All right. So, yeah. Oh no, he actually. You don't have to write anything in the comments section. He was married to Helena Bonham Carter. So that's not a man. We know she's not a man. No, she's not a man.
Nope.
She's not a man. I've seen her. She's very nice. Good for. Well, bad for him. What the hell's the matter with him? Separate from her. Come on.
Maybe she loved him.
Maybe he saw Terminator Salvation.
Could have happened.
Anyway, that's the story about Beetlejuice 2, Electric Boogaloo. So I guess it really isn't confirmed. I guess it's really it's close. It's close, folks. It's close.
Closer than it's ever been, apparently.
It's Glenn Close.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. And next thing on the agenda. All right, and here's another story. This is another one. This one is from Reuters, posted on December 24th, 2014. I'm not going to tell you what time of day because, it doesn't tell me. China tells U.S. oppose all forms of cyber attacks, quotes, terrorism. Beijing, Reuters. China opposes all forms of cyber attacks and cyber terrorism, the country's foreign minister told U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry on Sunday. Foreign Minister Wang Yi, excuse me. Foreign Minister Wang Yi made the remarks in a telephone call with Kerry on Sunday night. According to a statement posted on the Foreign Ministry's website on Monday, the conversation included the devastating cyber attack on Sony Pictures. You guys all know about the Sony hack. It's in the news constantly. Sony hack. But the statement made no direct mention of North Korea, blamed by Washington for the incident. So, we're still blaming North Korea. It probably was North Korea. Probably was. The United States has asked China, among other nations, to help combat similar attacks. China opposes any country or person using other nations' internal facilities to conduct cyber attacks on third-party countries, Wang told Kerry. Now, this is funny because what do the Chinese always do to us? They're always hacking us. They're always hacking us. They're the kings of hacking us and ripping off ideas. They're all about corporate espionage. That's all they do is hack American companies and steal their secrets, copy their designs, China's all about hacking. Since when did they? So do they oppose themselves? I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe hypocrite.
Just a little.
Just a little bit of a hypocrite, folks out there. Yeah, yeah. Wangy's a hypocrite. Oh, Wangy. You silly hypocrite. You see, the I is silent in Wang. E.
Wangy.
Yeah, that's right. Wangy reaffirmed China's relevant position, emphasizing China opposes all forms of cyber attacks. The statement said China opposes any country or individual using other countries' domestic facilities to conduct cyber attacks on third-party nations. So I've just said that 3 times. I'm going to say it again. But North Korea has denied it was responsible for hacking on Sony Pictures. I mean, they say, no, we didn't hack them. No, that's not at all. Why would you think that? Just because we're all about not showing a movie that has our beloved holy leader's head getting blown apart by Seth Rogen. U.S. President Barack Hussein Obama said on Sunday that the hacking was not an act of war, but a costly case of cyber vandalism. How is that not an act of war? I call it an act of war, but, hey, a communist friend of a communist friend is a friend of Obama's.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the Obama administration is still weighing how to punish Pyongyang.
What the
Pyongyang. I don't care if I'm mispronouncing it. They're a bunch of communist jerks that keep their people without any electricity or anything nice. So screw them. I'm not going to pronounce it correctly. It's got a long-standing dispute with Washington over its banned nuclear weapons program. I mean, they feel like they want to have weapons so they can kill everybody they want. I mean,
that seems fair.
What a bunch of jerks we are. How dare we not let them have nuclear warheads? I mean, come on.
What were we thinking?
If they want to turn the world into a sheet of glass, they should be able to, right?
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't, because they're insane. Because they're crazier than an outhouse rat. They shouldn't.
Crazy.
Exactly. They shouldn't have any nuclear weapons. Not them, not Iran. None of these people that Obama's perfectly happy with if they have those.
Yeah.
He just is. Look, hey, do you see him trying to stop anybody?
No. Not at all.
You heard about the deal he did with China, right? Yeah. We got to do all this stuff to eliminate carbon emissions and worry about global warming, and in exchange, China doesn't have to do anything.
Awesome.
Yeah, they didn't have to concede to anything. They gave up no concessions. Same with the Cuba thing. They had to give up nothing either.
Seems like an ongoing theme.
We just normalize relations, and we hope that you feel good enough that you're going to become capitalists too. That's the story. That's the narrative. But the subtext is, I support you and your government, and I support your case against your own people, and I support your right to rob them blind, keep them in poverty, and be filthy rich. That's what's really going on. And
pretty much.
That's what we said to China. Oh, we support everything you're doing. We support you, picking the pocket of your own people. We support you letting them work in substandard conditions. They still work with lead in China. Did you know that? People,
nice.
They still work with lead. Do a lot with lead. Other chemicals, things you're not supposed to work with that we don't have here. Anything that's banned here, they have over there. They got asbestos. Asbestos still big in use over in China.
Nice.
They don't care. They don't have any. They don't care. That's them. That's who they are. But they're our big buddies, and they're going to stand with us against all this hacking. Trust them. They know that hacking's wrong. They're experts in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the long-standing dispute, the hack attack, sounds like Zack attack. I know you guys are all saved by the bell. The hack attack and subsequent threats of violence against theaters showing The Interview, a fictional film depicting the assassination of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, prompted Sony to halt the film's release. Now, this news has changed since then. There's been another story. Sony is now releasing The Interview in limited theaters. They've also edited and changed the ending to not be quite as gruesome or to be as hilarious. I'm not sure. Now, I'm not really excited about this film as it is, because it seems like, oh, hey, here's another unnecessary Seth Rogen vehicle.
Yeah.
Woo! I mean, it's just gonna be fine. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible film. I've seen enough of these kinds of cookie-cutter Hollywood pictures to just... Now, the interesting thing is, since they did that, there's another email that they got from hackers from the group Anonymous. A lot of you people might know of Anonymous. If you listen to Pepperoni Nipples, he talks about them quite a bit. You see his picture. You know, I listen to him too. He talks about it quite a bit. Anonymous. He's a big fan of Anonymous. Anonymous, no better than North Korea hacking, no better than the Chincoms hacking, no better than anybody hacking anybody. They're a bunch of criminals as far as I'm concerned. That's right. Screw you, Anonymous. Screw you. They're threatening Sony with more hacks and destruction of their database if they don't show the film. So that begs the question, did Sony decide to release the film after all because of that? Because of another threat? Or did they do it because of the support of the people? I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting thing, the Sony hack. We're all up in arms about that form of censorship, but we're more than happy to voluntarily censor ourselves. And the reason I bring this up, movie star Jonah Hill, like Jonah Hex, Jonah Tex, Jonah Hill, Jonah Hill. He didn't really get in trouble, but he felt a little bit bad. I guess some fellers from TMZ, not TLC. They're the Honey Boo Boo folks from the other story. TMZ was following him and harassing him while he was walking down the street with his friend. I mean, they were hounding him, bothering him. They were being very rude to him too. You know, I'm not a big fan of this guy, but you know, he's fine. He does a good job. I've seen a few of the films he's been in. Jonah Hex. That's you know, he's not a bad actor, and I never thought for an instance after seeing the clip of him freaking out at these tabloid people. That's right. That's what he does in this video.
You're such a cool guy, man.
I like the shorts though, bro. They are pretty sexy. Well, if you change your mind, it'll still be the same, I'm sure, if you decide to come back. Bye.
Suck my dick.
Oh, a real bully.
Yeah, these people, they were following him down the street, asking him all sorts of questions, bugging him, and you could tell he just reached his tether, and he turned around and he just like, leave me the fuck alone, you faggots. Or something to that extent. Which, I think a day or two later, he felt awful. Oh, so awful. He had to make a press statement. I'm so sorry. I believe in LGBT, and I've been a big supporter of them, and I was just looking for the most meanest thing I could say to somebody, and it wasn't... I really didn't mean it. I didn't mean to sound like that. I was just really frustrated and angry. Oh, God, please forgive me. Oh, well... That's basically the tone.
Stupid.
Exactly. And, I mean, for that, zero respect.
Yeah.
Zero respect, not, you know, and it's not because I'm not, folks, I don't gay bash out here. I have nothing against homosexuality or lesbianism or bisexualism or cross-dresserism or transsexualism or, Canadianism. I don't have anything against these things. These are fine. You know, I accept all that. You're into back bacon, you want to be Canadian, that's fine. But what I do have a problem with is self-censorship and political correctness. I feel it's what's destroying freedom of speech in this country, America, if you're not from America. You know what I'm saying. It's destroying free speech. We're self-censoring each other's. It's just like Chris Rock. Chris Rock, he won't perform college shows anymore. Do you know that? Catwoman, you know that? You hear that?
I have not.
yeah, he's not doing any more college campus shows because the students aren't going to laugh at his jokes. They won't laugh at his jokes. He said this. This came from Chris Rock himself. They won't laugh at my jokes. They're afraid to laugh at my jokes. See, what's happened is these college students, they're afraid of being called sexist, bigot, homophobe, racists. They don't want to be a homophobe. They don't want to be a racist. So when Chris Rock tackles that subject matter in his stand-up routine and he makes these jokes, they get nervous. They get, you know, they bite their lip, they bite their tongue, they pinch their butt cheek, whatever it does, whatever they do to stop from laughing.
They clench their butt cheeks.
Exactly. You know, they wait for the joke to pass and they wait for the humor to subside because they don't want their fellow classmates, teachers, or anybody else from the political correctness brigade to, notice that, hey, they found that funny and, accuse them of being racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe, Canadian bashers.
Damn Canadian bashers.
I know. It's not their fault that they're mostly French. So that's the thing, is that's my big problem, is it's not just isolated incidents like this. And it's obvious that that the Jonas Brothers here, they didn't feel like they were really offended. What happened was Jonah Hill here, he turned into a frightened little rabbit.
He did.
A frightened little rabbit. He was worried about his career. He was worried about what people were going to say about him. He was worried about the people's opinion of his provoked outburst. I mean, they were hounding and they were hassling this guy. I would have said something similar. I probably would have flipped them the bird too, but well, I don't have that problem, thankfully. So my point is, it starts, you got three different stories here we're talking about, all connected, same strand right there, folks. Get back to the Sony hack, the interview. What do you want? It's art. It should be exhibited. Even, and I use that term loosely for the interview. It is art. Mm-hmm. It's a form of art, just like this medium here you're experiencing is a form of art. We all have different reasons for what we do. Yep. And we have different things we try to express with our art. And film is just one of those mediums that sometimes you're gonna offend, you're gonna ruffle a few feathers. Yep. Best to say what you're gonna say and let the chips fall where they may. That's our opinion.
That's right.
All right, folks at home, and that brings us to the end of another episode of the 13 Originals Tube-Cast. I'm so happy you were all here to enjoy this with me or experience this with me. I don't know if some of you enjoyed it or not. You damn well better enjoy it. So that's it for exciting episode number 4. I will see you for episode number 5 very shortly. So don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Do that, because you get all the latest videos. You don't have to search for them. They're right there. Click the button, the subscribe button, that button right there. And I will see you guys later. Leave a comment, be nice to each other, and that's it. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.